Hey guys, what's up? Hello, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Tiffany and I do movie reaction and TV reactions here on YouTube. But if you're not new here, welcome back, cinephiles. Now, I want to start today's episode off with a little bit of a footnote. Um, I've stated in my other videos, and I'm going to reiterate here, I do not know anything about this series going into it. The only thing that I did know is that it was a male loving male show, very LGBTQ, and about hockey. That's all I knew. I'd seen a couple of interviews between the actors. I had heard about the books. I've never read the books. I've never read synopses of the books. I have never looked into the books as much as just looking at their cover and knowing that there's several books in the series. And I didn't even know until recently that there was different characters and different relationships in the series. So, with that being said, please understand that when I'm going through this series, I'm not reacting to the episode or the show with a backlog of understanding about these characters and how they act and everything. I am reacting solely to what is shown by the showrunners and the cast. Now, granted, there may be some parts that I miss or have had to be edited out for context or have had to be edited out to avoid copyright that you might get a little upset with me about, and for that I heavily apologize. But this is just my reaction and my response to the episodes the very first time that I watched them. I am not sure if I plan on reading the books. I do read a ton, as you can see from my part of my collection. This is not even my one bookshelf that I have in my home. I mostly read thrillers and horror, just like mostly I watch thrillers and horror. But I am loving this show. I absolutely adored episode 1, wasn't the biggest fan of episode 2, loved episode 3, and now we're here going into episode 4, and I couldn't be more excited. But please understand that this is my reaction, and we are all entitled to our own opinions. I have loved reading your guys' comments. I've loved getting that backstory that might help me look at some characters differently. But please understand that I'm not going into this with that knowledge. So if I miss something or if I look at something differently than you might look at it, please understand that we all have our own opinions. And while you are more than entitled to yours, I'm also entitled to mine. I really hate opening up episodes like these or any videos like these because I feel like it just brings a damper onto the video, but I felt like it had to be said because there have been quite a few comments that have tried to get me to understand more about the series, but I want my reaction to be solely based on the series and not the books. I may wind up reading the books, and if I do, I may wind up doing a video comparing the two. I don't know, because this is not a reading channel. When I had originally thought to do a YouTube channel, I did want to do a reading channel, but I just don't have as much time to read a whole slew of books as I do to be able to watch one thing a week or two things a week and give a reaction to it. And this is something that I've wanted to do for so long. But with that being said, please continue to leave me comments down below letting me know who your favorite characters are, why, what your favorite episodes are, and so on and so forth. I love to hear your opinions. Just please understand that I do not know everything about the series, and I may not ever know everything about this series depending on if I actually read the books or not. But I'm going off solely based off what Jacob Tierney and the showrunners are showing me. Now, also, please go ahead and leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are currently sitting at 408 subscribers, extremely close to that 500 subscriber goal that I would like to be at by the end of the year. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in to episode 4 of Heated Rivalry. Got this new chair. My stepdad got it for me because he knew that I was going through my surgery and I didn't have an extremely comfortable chair. And considering I'm supposed to be sitting in my chair for 6 hours a day post-surgery, I'm going to be getting a lot of content recorded.
Should I do now or wait till a second? Because, I don't know, less second is more fun.
See, this is what I wanted from episode 2. I wanted the banter, even if it's not a lot of talking. I just wanted them to talk about anything, even if they're arguing. I'm telling you, with all the time jumps, they really love these montages. But they have tried to fit so many years into so little episodes, it's not even funny. Oh, he looks so cute with his little glasses.
Show me that label.
Does that say orange cream soda? Or orange creamsicle? I'm good, thanks. God dang, don't spray it right in his eyeballs. Oh. But see, where we left them in episode 2, that came out of nowhere. They weren't even talking because oh, Shane won the cup. Yay!
16 years, the Montreal Metros are hoisting the Emma.
But back to what I was saying. They weren't even talking at the end of episode 2. They were literally, like, something was going on. They hooked up and then, like, they didn't even kiss. It seemed like they were just done. And then episode 3 was all about Scott and Kip. So this is kind of like a 180 whiplash for casual viewers. He's out. He's partying. He looks so tired and bored. Yes. So are they back at Shane's apartment? Is that what he meant by dark, scary alley? That's 2. That's 2. And he is going to hold that over your head, Ilya. He is going to hold that over your head after all that.
The second year in a row. Not since Chicago in the late...
So this is 2 years after episode 2. I wish they would have shown them starting to talk normally again. Alright, Ilya. That must be terrible to have to take care of your parent who does not treat you right, but they're sick. And you have to be there for them because your brother is a tool.
Okay, wow, that's the stuff. That's the money, my friend.
That's good, though. I like that. He doesn't care about the game. He just wants to see you. 2016.
Jack is pregnant.
How many kids is that?
You gotta work on your lying. Hayden, what great news. Hayden, I'm...
Oh, his name's Hayden? I don't know why I thought his name was JJ.
Ruby? Ruby!
How do you know it's Ruby?
Because she's a beast.
So? So what?
So what is that? 3 kids already and she's pregnant again?
Not...
Here. Tag, you are it. Let's go see Uncle Shane.
I can totally see Shane being like the godparent to Hayden's children. Because I love how in episode 1,
I mean,
they were,
I don't see her anymore. I think...
like, barely knew each other and just now meeting, and now they're going out to the aquarium together.
Or something? I don't know, maybe it's just stretching, but she's seriously fucking hot. And she's funny.
2 times.
Oh, fuck. What?
3.
Okay, come on.
He has a really cute smirk. I like that too.
We both have to make your wife happy now?
Yeah, damn right we do. If you want her to keep making your gross food. Stock with ginger ale. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ruby, you're gonna kill her.
I don't think Jackie would have a problem having 2 hockey players.
Can we get a picture with you?
I kind of have my hands full at the moment.
Could you hold his baby for him, please, so we...
It's not his baby, it's Hayden's baby.
Hey, first of all,
It's my fucking baby.
Where are your other two kids?
Oh, you were the worst one.
You can't say stuff like
You're letting them just run across the parking lot.
times. That's when I'm supposed to text Jackie.
Oh, come on. Narc.
How about we tell on Daddy for letting you run across the parking lot when he's trying to go around the other side? Hayden, I am putting money in the swear jar for you just because of the fact you need to be a better dad at this moment.
Ты решил, чтобы мы остались, чтобы смотреть неважно что?
He wants to watch Shane in that position.
Действительно красавчик, да?
Svetlana's not wrong. She has eyes. We love Svetlana. She is her and Hayden are probably my favorite characters. Even if I thought his name was JJ.
Сколько лет переписываетесь? Я думала, может быть, это что-то серьезное. Это типа того.
Ничего серьезного.
Have they stopped hooking up at this point? Because they hooked up in the first episode and they make out from time to time, but we haven't seen them actually like hook up again. So is there a point that they've stopped hooking up, and why didn't we get some clarification on that? Even a sentence saying, hey, we're better friends. Because there are plenty of people that you can start being friends with benefits with and then like stop. That happens.
It's not like that. It's just a friend.
So, Lily's just a buddy?
No, Lily is his lover.
Chill out, man. I know you text some girl named Lily.
I don't.
You do.
Or don't. I don't care. Actually, I hope you
Hayden needs to stop getting laid because he has too many kids.
have a hotel room.
Gross.
In his words. Do you know where the door is? Oh, this is Ilya's house. We saw it in the first episode. Hello, Jane. Welcome to my humble love shack.
No, you're good.
It's beautiful. That's where he screwed Svetlana in the first episode. Is he gonna put Shane there too?
Did you get this built, or do you know who did it?
Mr. Real Estate.
That's not what I meant. We need to talk.
No, after.
After what? After what, Ilya? So it's very open concept. Now, so instead of the table, he gets the bar there. I like his necklace. It's a very odd thing to notice at this moment, but I like his necklace.
I should go.
Or you could stay.
You could pull a Scott and move in.
Told Hayden.
Sitting your mother.
No, but he might call his mother.
Fuck off.
Hayden and him are like, it's like the best friend that you've got that just walks into the house and is like, hey, I'm home. And like hugs your mom and is like, hey mom, what's up? That's the kind of friend that Hayden is. No.
I'm hungry. For what?
I just had dinner. He has ginger ale in his fridge specifically for Shane, perhaps?
You like tuna melt?
Well, that sounds good.
I was gonna make one for me. I can make two.
Why? Ugh.
You head to Florida after this.
Not gonna lie though, half the time when you have a hookup with somebody, you don't feed them afterwards. You pick up some takeout on the way home.
Ginger ale cold enough?
Yeah, it's great.
He probably just put it in the fridge because he just bought it.
Food will be ready soon.
How so?
Like, he's quiet.
Here's my question. So we know that we're getting a seasons 2, and I believe somebody put in the comment section that we already got a season 3 greenlit. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But I wonder, because I know that from my sister that each book is a different couple. Then there's some couples that repeat throughout the series. Do we think that it's going to take a Bridgerton approach where the next season is all about a different couple? Or is it going to still follow Shane and Ilya and they just have like a couples come in and like touch base with them?
What? Are those boring answers?
Yes.
Well, I like the hot places too.
I want to live in Salem.
Ah, okay. LA is hot.
That is like the one place that I've consistently said I want to move to is Salem.
There is a girl I like here very much, Svetlana.
Oh.
From Russia. Her father was famous goaltender of Soviet team. She knows everything about hockey.
She does. She does. She called him winning the cup.
Very much.
Oh?
Shane's like, why are you telling me this? I'm not gonna sleep with Svetlana.
She's old friend. Sometimes we fuck, but she's busy these days. You know, new business, selling fancy cars.
But y'all are always together. There's plenty of time to go.
But what?
But he loves you.
You think she's the only woman in Boston who'd sleep with you?
No.
I think I will find someone else.
Don't say that. You just broke Shane's heart a little bit.
You know me. I'm lazy, so.
I don't know that side of you at all.
Yeah, because every time you're with him, he's railing you.
You like them?
That did not look like a tuna melt. That looked like breadstick.
I never heard about you with girls.
I mean, it's private.
Right, private.
I keep a lot of things private. Obviously.
I like girls,
Yeah, no shit.
but I also like you.
Lucky me.
Shane.
Not this person, of course.
Boy.
But you have a good mouth.
Compliments. Sometimes you gotta take what you can get.
Где Алексей? Мой брат Алексей.
Did he forget your brother?
Хорошо, успокойся.
I don't know what I would do.
Попади, и он психует. Я тебе плачу, что ты был там с ним, сволочь.
When you have to pay your own brother to be there for your father, sometimes you gotta put your crap aside and deal with it.
How was your father?
I speak Russian now.
I know the word for father.
You said Papa. Papa is universal for daddy or father or papa. You could tell he was just so tense, and then as soon as Shane just like spoke to him, he just relaxed. That is just, I eat that shit up. Now we were having such a lovely moment. For a minute there, I had to figure out what was happening. We love it. He actually spit in his hand.
Fuck, Shane.
Oh, he used his first name. We're on a first name basis.
Hell yeah.
Both of us are on a first name basis. We like that. That's a new step. What's wrong?
I should go.
What's wrong?
Sos.
Okay. You forgot team meeting.
Yeah, that's not ever true. You very much... Like, I have Excel spreadsheets for everything. My time off work, my filming, everything.
Just... I can't do this.
You're gaining feelings.
Alondra.
Like, love feelings, not like feelings.
I don't think I should skip training.
Meeting a Swedish princess could be fun.
Mom, all my time is
No,
scheduled.
I just meant...
I get like 2 weeks off a year. I don't want to spend it trying to make conversation about what? Swedish politics?
Okay.
Okay, and it is your choice.
I'll have a ginger ale, please.
Oh, we don't have that. Sparkling water?
I don't like ginger ale.
Wine, if that's what you want.
No, I can't. Not during the season.
Maybe ask him what's wrong?
Yeah?
Is everything all right?
Thank you.
Well, you just seem tense.
I'm fine.
For either of them to ask, that makes me very happy.
3 of us would be fun, and I think you should think about it. You can make a week of it.
He could also go by himself.
They're gonna send us the tickets, honey. It's you they want. We're just the parents.
Well, he doesn't want to go.
Kick you out, and you can just tell them I'm sick or something.
I don't want you to lie.
Then you're not going.
Let's think about London. Maybe it could be fun.
I'm just gonna use the washroom.
I kind of feel bad for him in that instance because you can tell he just didn't want to explain, nor did he want to upset them or make them worry. So he kind of just gave in the end. When really he just needs some time to be to himself and to think and to decide what he wants out of life.
Having an after-hours thing at his restaurant, and get this.
JJ.
The cast of the X.
Okay, so there is a JJ. I just mixed them up.
Okay, guys, this one never leaves his fucking house.
Yes, he does. It's just always for business things.
Do you have any ginger ale?
I mean, I do, but
Then pour it.
Have on tap.
Shane Hollander can have whatever he wants here.
That was an invitation, sweetie. That was an invitation to have whatever you want.
A bunch of famous actors are here tonight. Rose Landry's here, man.
She is?
Yeah.
That's why one of y'all commented in saying that Rosenoff can't be Rose. Because there is another character named Rose. I see y'all. I see y'all. Lila could have also been a name for Ilya because it's just the anagram. I think I wanted something, or was looking for something, because like Jane and Shane rhyme. Lily and Ilya didn't, but Lila and Ilya are anagrams of each other. Or Rose and Rosenoff, which is why I said that.
If I eat them all. Oh, Jesus.
I've seen her somewhere. Not in something I've watched, but like trailers for something.
Would you be surprised to know that I'm a fan of yours?
Really?
Oh, with 3 brothers. Have a fry, Shane Hall.
There is something I've seen her in, and I know that I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna wind up figuring it out, and if I do, I will put it up here.
I was 8, and I played this girl who gets kidnapped and held for ransom.
Was it on Law and Order?
Well, I've never been kidnapped. I mean, there have been threats.
Years old. Paint me a picture.
I don't remember much from when I was 8, but I wanted to be an actress. I did a ton of plays.
Doing crazy stuff can start for another couple years, so probably just having fun.
I was singing a lot.
Did it stop being fun?
Chorus, choir.
But it got more intense, so I guess I kind of got more intense too.
I was a cheerleader for a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Did tennis.
I bet that being the only Asian kid didn't make it less intense.
To make fun of me?
And I bet you're pretty fucking good too, right?
That kind of helps.
Right.
To be good at what you want to do.
Peter's in the AHL. Undrafted, but hey.
Still not nothing.
AHL. I would say American Hockey League, but I feel like that's wrong.
Horrible.
You're really good.
I'm so bad at it.
No, you're good.
Well, I'm...
Okay, I can see them becoming like Svetlana and Ilya. I could really see that. Shane said, I don't need that. I got this for a little bit. I'm like really vibing with this music too. Oh. We have a hand on a knee.
No.
I know, right? She's like a huge fucking movie star. That's banging Rose fucking Landry?
He doesn't look unhappy, I'll tell you that.
Landry wearing a Shane Hollander jersey. That's gonna upset some Detroit fans.
No confirmation yet from Rose Landry's camp. Squad sequel.
Movie stars and athletes seem to have a hard time resisting each other these days.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld.
Good Rose. Stub my toe.
Okay, Ilya.
Look to put some distance tonight between themselves and their arch rivals, the Boston.
Uh-oh, we're facing Ilya. Yes, you will. Good lord, Ilya is so far down on that list. Now, see, now we're playing with our heart and not with some strategy, Ilya.
Visiting Boston Raiders managed 4 shots on goal in the third period. But where on the ice was Shane Hollander? Where was Ilya Rozanov?
Their heads were not in the game, I'll tell you that. Ilya, sweetie.
Tell people.
On it.
No, this was my song for the longest freaking time. Yes, it is a big bisexual lesbian anthem. It's probably one of the first ways that I realized that I liked girls.
Tonight, babe?
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't, but you won.
And it was on my MP3 player back before they even had iPods. It was on my iPod. It was one of my workout songs when I would walk. I used to go to the gym at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. I had really bad insomnia growing up.
Okay, that is a lie.
Hey, I want to dance with Shane.
Yeah, that makes 2 of us.
Smile.
Miles, back off. This is not a threesome. This is not a threesome. Unless it's offered, then it's fine. But you have to wait for him to accept first. Hey. I wonder if Ilya realized that if he's there, that means that Shane's there. Because of them being best friends with Rose. Ooh, that was a sigh of "that's my man." This is the best episode, just particularly because you put Tattoo in here. Rose, sweetie, are you trying to share your boyfriend? Because it seems like that's what's going on here. Which, hey, we love a poly, too. But boundaries, buddy. I haven't heard this rendition. I heard that Connor's story is in the new season of Criminal Minds Evolution. I've seen all 15 seasons of Criminal Minds, and like the very first season of Evolution. I need to finish watching it because I love some Criminal Minds. Okay, Shane. That is a lot of staring. Oh, we're getting a dichotomy. Oh, I like that. So that was episode 4 of Heated Rivalry. I can really see why people say that is the best episode of the season, because wow. Well, I've heard this and episode 5 are the best, but I've heard that episode 4 has a lot of like tension in it. Yeah. So I really liked episode 4. So far, that is my favorite episode so far. I really love the tension between Ilya and Shane, because I feel like even after being at Ilya's house, they really start to understand that they both have tremendous feelings for each other. I love seeing Shane branch out and try to discover himself a little bit more. I feel like that is such a big part of adulthood, is trying to figure out who you are outside of your career, outside of your family, and outside of what people think of you. So seeing him explore that is amazing. I really like that. I like the character of Rose. I'm not sure where she's going to fit into this. She kind of feels more like a Svetlana to me, where they might hook up once or twice, but then that's kind of it. So that's cool. I love Hayden. He is a character that I'm really enjoying seeing. I love the fact that he is a family man and that we do see Jackie every once in a while. I really like that. I know that they're probably a major part of the books, but I just love the little tidbits we're getting here and there. It's cool to see Shane interact with somebody who has a family, who's already established and everything, and kind of seeing that differentiation where he's still like playing Uncle Shane, but he's able to live his single life. I did see a little bit more of his parents, and I liked that they actually asked their son what was wrong. That is something I really wanted to see. I feel terrible for Ilya having to deal with the fact that his dad's mind is going, and having to deal with that being countries, continents away. That really sucks, because we cannot depend on Alexei, let's be honest. Alexei is crap. Alexei does not know his behind from his elbow. He doesn't know anything. And the fact that his own brother has to give him money to take care of their father is absolutely ridiculous. I can understand giving him money for bills, medications, and such like that. Maybe living expenses, kind of like if you were to have a live-in nurse, but that's your father as well, Alexei. Maybe stop putting the stuff up your nose and you can use that money for that. I do not like Alexei at all. I am excited for what's to come. I'm supposed to be filming episode 5 in about 2 days, according to my schedule. Part of me wants to go ahead and do that because it's only about 9:20 here, and yes, I have work in the morning, but I have enough time to film the 53-minute episode, so I don't know, maybe we'll jump into that. But that was episode 4. Go ahead and leave this video a like if you haven't already, and this is your second reminder to subscribe and become part of our community. Become a cinephile, it's okay. And leave me a comment down below letting me know who your favorite character is. I think I have a couple right now. Svetlana, Hayden, Jackie. So it's nice to get into a new show like this. I grew up watching like One Tree Hill and stuff like that. So I do like romance shows. It's just not something that I typically watch now. So it's nice to find one that I'm kind of getting back into. See you soon, cinephiles.
Ha ha ha!